Lesley. Hey, congratulations on this new film, Love, Danielle.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, what initially drew you that you wanted to be part of this project?
Um, I really the subject matter, I thought it was very brave of Devin to be willing to express and expose everything that she went through. But on top of that, I thought it was extremely relevant, extremely resonant for women and their partners to show what a traumatic and difficult and painful decision it is to make, and how it affects not only the person making that decision, but the family around them. And what I don't want to give away the end, but how you can find it within you to make a horrible decision and live through it in a way that ultimately is triumphant.
What was your awareness of BRCA and previvors before this project?
Very little. I think that I was first made aware of it when Angelina Jolie publicly talked about making that decision because her mom had breast cancer and she had the gene and she didn't want to live with that fear. And I thought that was extraordinarily brave and a public service, really. But that was the first time that I really had any awareness. And I don't know anybody personally other than Devin who has made that choice to have genetic testing and then made the choice to do what she decides to do.
So when you sat down with Devin and she was telling, her stories to you, how did this help you craft your character with Candace?
Well, Candy is kind of a separate entity from the subject matter per se. So my exploration of Candy was really more about, for me as an actress, was more about her alcoholism and how that affected her relationship with the two daughters, and who she is today in her sobriety, and how much she wants to amend certain things but isn't quite there yet, and is still making decisions and choices based on her overprotection of Amy, let's say, and her dismissing Danielle's issues because she feels that she's stronger and more capable of taking care of herself. So there was a real journey for my character because she changes, and that is always exciting as an actress to jump on.
As an actress like yourself, getting into the mental space of somebody like Candace, was that challenging, especially the fact that, like you said, she changes but she also has her own struggles outside of the main
Mhm.
theme of this film.
Mhm. That's what's exciting as an actor. That's what makes it for me exciting, is when you are faced with maybe unique challenges that you haven't explored before as an actress, or uh, which I felt about this. I actually felt about this. The relationships that she has with her daughters, and it shows in the dinner table scene, is fraught and it's painful, and it's not what she wants and not who she sees herself to be today. So there was just a lot to look into, and it was really in a way separate from the journey that the Danielle character is taking.
I know you're such a veteran in this business, and I'm curious because you've done comedy, you've done drama, but in this case it's more of like a comedy drama, and you have to toe the line between being serious and being funny at the same time. How do you do that? You accomplish this well.
Thank you. Well, in the scenes that were serious, really serious, you are true to the material. And then when there's the moments, where there can be lightness or a kind of a sense of humor or a sense of irony, or, you just try to look for those moments and bring them in and balance them with the the emotional aspect that you're going to have to deal with in another scene. but that's, human beings are like that. We're all, I can't say, speak for all of us, but, many of us have the capacity to be laughing one minute and then be crying the next. So, life is challenging. And I think I have a commitment always to bring my characters, whether they're fully comedic or fully dramatic, to life in an authentic way.
So in this case, that what's your process of developing the chemistry, particularly with Devin and Jamie, who plays, your daughters in this film?
Well, again, most of it was written into the material. So the difficult relationship with Amy, because Amy has a lot of resentments, her character, was written in so that you go in and you kind of know. And my character was trying to ameliorate that and make it better and, override the past. And, so you come in knowing what the intentions are in the scene. And with Devin, it was the same thing. She basically ignored Danielle, the mom, for most of her life. And now is having to face that behavior and try to find a new way to connect with her daughter. So it's always not always, but many times it's in the script and you just bring your own intention and personal experience to it.
What is your personal love for doing independent projects like Love Danielle?
A lot of times you get to do more varied and more complex characters, not always, but, and now television is so extraordinary. I just did a small film and short film called Olive that I'm super proud of. It's a beautiful film about Alzheimer's, and you just get to do very interesting, provocative material that maybe in a studio film, so to speak, you don't get the opportunity to really do.
Well said. And I would just want to leave one last thought, and it's a little bit off topic. Of course, you know what it is that 30th anniversary of Clue,
40th, 40th.
40th 40th anniversary of Clue. I mean, are you surprised at how popular and the longevity of this film, and not to mention that they're even talking about sort of like a new film for this?
Well, I'm 100% blown away by the fact that it has become this cult iconic film. It is so extraordinary. I'm doing a whole bunch of personal appearances all over the country starting in next month for Clue. I'll be everywhere. It's a joy because we all loved making it. And to see it have this life and this continued life of people, kids, 9 years old and their parents and their grandparents and, all their relatives. It's a gift. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Well, you certainly brought this gift to the world, Lesley. Thank you very much for speaking to us about Love Danielle.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.